This is real. You have trucks on roads with major customers that are paying you, and therefore you're booking revenues on it. Take it from there and explain the reality.
For sure. So, as you know, Gatik is in the business of autonomous freight. And today we're announcing that we are operating fully driverless, freight-only trucks with no safety driver, no safety observer across real freight operations, multiple markets today.
It is small, though. Like 10 trucks right now.
10 trucks today.
But by year end?
Over hundreds of trucks. But very soon in the coming weeks, we'll have over 60 trucks, fully driverless, on public roads, doing daily commercial operations at scale.
Talk to us how legislatively this has worked, regulatory this has worked. How have you managed to make this a reality while, yes, we see real impact from Waymo in cars, but in certain states and certain areas? Where are you working?
So, today we are live across multiple markets. This is Texas, Northwest Arkansas, Phoenix. We work very closely with the regulators at the local level, state level, federal level. And from the early days, we decided to focus on automating these regional networks, which is within the states. And that's one of the fastest ways to commercialize this technology.
Commercializing then to where? We've talked about 600 million, just one key customer. Yes. What do you think your revenue run rate is going to look like?
So today we are working with some of the largest companies across retail, grocery, e-commerce, and distribution.
Right.
So each of these customers have made multi-year commitment. What's unique about these commitments is these are non-cancelable commitments where our technology is now being absorbed across their supply chain at scale.
Those are the customers that you can name. We're showing them on the screen: Kroger, Tyson, Walmart. People will say, well, if you can't name this one, how real is it? I'm going to put it out there, right, because we're transparent on this show. The business model is interesting. You don't sell them the trucks. What is the business model?
So it's an autonomous transportation as a service model.
As a service?
As a service, yes, where we charge a fixed fee per truck per year. And each of these commitments are multi-year long, so we have revenue certainty from each of these customers. And that's also very unique compared to some of the other models in our space.
You have some peers in industry. One of them is Aurora, right? There are some similarities and differences. One is that they're public, you're private.
Sure.
Let's talk about that first. I mean, you've been pretty open that there's a route to the public markets. What would be the motive to do that?
So let me start with the fact that we have a lot of respect for all the peers in the space. But what has been our focus from day one is helping our customers move freight from their warehouses to retail stores and doing that at scale. And with this milestone, we have been able to prove that it's real, it's happening at scale. So today, truly, there is no safety driver, no observer on public roads. And in our space, no one can make that claim today.
Public?
Well, we are well capitalized today with a very strong runway and have clear line of sight towards profitability. And we're always evaluating all the options that we have and keeping a very close watch on the market conditions.
Partners, from a technology perspective, obviously NVIDIA, how much are you reliant on the hardware at the moment? How much is that a cost base? Where do you look for these partnerships?
So with our latest generation, Generation 3, the hardware is fully hardened, and we're working very closely with NVIDIA, with Isuzu Motors to mass produce these trucks. And towards the end of next year, Isuzu's production plant in South Carolina will be up and running, and we expect to have these vehicles coming off the line at big volumes. We're looking at tens of thousands of vehicles annually.
Caroline's already asked this, right? But we should go back to it, which is the regulatory environment.
Yes.
You've launched in these markets because you can. How much do you think we need this federal level framework for you to go from very small to something more substantial?
Fair. So it's very important to have a nationwide AV framework, right? So we work.
And we don't.
Well, we're working very closely with the current administration to inform them, educate them on the safe rollout of this technology. And we expect to have a nationwide framework very soon.